Hello all, we will start in a minute.
Hello, hi.
Yeah, the session will start in a couple of minutes because he's joining. He has some technical issues.
Uh, Hi everyone. Good morning, good evening to all.
Hello.
Let me quickly uh, recap what we have discussed so far, and we'll get start uh, from there. Okay. I'm audible.
Yes, Vedran, you can mute Vasavi.
Wasabi, can you mute yourself? Perfect.
I was muted only.
No, there was some background noise. No worries, that's fine.
Is it okay now?
Yep. Perfect. Okay, so hello everyone. Good morning, good evening. Welcome again. Let's get started. Let me share my screen, and I hope the setup which we have done so far, everyone has got the clarity on that. We have just started like a basic project, and that project is more or less having the Playwright setup. And as I discussed yesterday, that we are not going to go into Playwright right now. I hope everyone remember that. Correct? Now I'll jump onto JavaScript basics. Okay. So let us understand few basic concept of JS, and then if required, I'll try to have one or two sample program based on the part which we will be kind of covering. Okay. So yesterday I just mentioned that, hey, I can create a program like this. So if you notice, guys, I have created one folder called as JavaScript Basics, which will have almost like more than uh, small sample programs, like more than 50 to 60 sample small programs, which will make sure that the concepts are clear with respect to data type, for loop, while loop, whatever we will be kind of studying. Okay. So over here, yesterday I was talking about that, hey, let's start with variable. So right now, if you notice, I have already used one of the variable which you can see on the first line, that is where. Okay. So JavaScript is basically supporting three major keyword. Okay. Which are nothing but obviously those are related with variables. Okay. Now, I already mentioned that one of them is where, then we have let, and then we have const. Okay. So guys, these are the three keywords which we need to use on our day-to-day basis. Okay. Whenever we will, let's say, declare any value or declare any variable in JavaScript, right? You cannot say int, float, decimal, or like we don't have those type of data type in JavaScript. Okay. So this is something which we will talk about. So if you notice, I have created one variable called as where name is equal to John. So if you hover your mouse on name, automatically you will see that the name has been assigned to string category, like the data type of name became string. Okay. So if I say where m is equal to 100, sorry, 200. And now if I hover my mouse on m, you will notice that m automatically like changed to number. Okay. One thing you might be observing over here is that I'm getting some auto suggestion. Like line number 6, obviously I have not written, correct? This is coming through inline suggestion. Like if I accept it, it will, I don't need to rewrite. I mean, I don't need to write basically. Okay. So this is something which I will talk about so that everybody can use, or let's say start with the concept of LLM also. So for everybody, I hope at the top you might see this icon. Can you see it? Everyone? If you are not logged in, there might be a button called as logged in or login or something. Okay. So I would request everyone to please click on that. It will ask you to logging into your VS using GitHub, Google. There are some already account which you need to just click on that. It will navigate you to the respective section. So anybody is like, can update like whether what exactly you are seeing over here on this area? You can unmute and speak up. Anybody? Any volunteer? I will just need another 2 to 3 minutes of yours to just share your screen so that everybody can understand exactly what you need to do to get that inline suggestion. Yes, anyone?
Yeah, I can share mine.
Yeah, Vedran, you can go ahead and share your screen if you have not, let's say, logged in. You are doing for the first time.
Yeah, I'm not logged in.
Perfect. I have stopped my screen sharing. You can share your screen.
Yeah.
Yep, perfect. So irrespective whether you are using VS Code or sorry, Mac or Windows, guys, sign in button, which is in blue color, you need to click on that. Okay.
Mhm.
So once you click on sign in, it will ask you the respective account like through which you need to log in basically. Okay. So if you
Okay.
want, if your browser is already storing your Google account, you can click on continue with Google.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah. So it will directly take your personal Gmail address and just select that and click allow. That's it.
okay.
Not a problem. It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Okay.
Okay. I hope everyone understood this. So if you don't want to use, let's say, Google account, you can use the GitHub account also, but I have not shown you how to create a GitHub account. Okay, so that I will show later on. Okay, perfect.
But when I sign in, it is navigating to one step away from GitHub Copilot in VS Code for me. It is not accepting my Google. It's not allowing
It
me
is
to.
not accepting what?
I mean, it's saying sign in to GitHub. When I
That's
try
correct.
to,
Can you quickly share your screen if you don't mind?
so here
Yeah, click on sign in.
yeah, I did sign in and then continue.
Yes, correct. There will be
Huh.
one username and
Yeah,
password section.
previously it is showing something different actually.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
here.
Scroll down. There will be one more button. There is one sign in button on the right side. Yeah.
It's not showing up for me.
I think you are already signed in now.
I think I saw on the top there. Is that
Yep.
sign in?
But that is already done by you. No. What option you have selected? Can you close this once and go to VS Code if you don't mind? Yeah. Click on sign in.
Here it's showing something signing into. I have to cancel this maybe. Yeah,
You
some.
have not finished. Yes. Click on try different way. Yes. Or you can press no as of now. Because I think initially you might have tried using
Yeah, like
GitHub.
this.
Right. You need to click on continue with Google.
Yeah,
Yeah. Later on, I'll explain you how you can.
but then again, there is no sign in button here. So I should do sign in here
No, this should
with
not be the
Google.
case.
Yeah, I
Google,
think now I got it. Something.
but it is kind of creating your GitHub account, so that is fine. Later on, I'll explain you how you need to create your GitHub account as well.
Okay.
You can click on this green color button called as create account. Just make sure you remember your password. Later on, you can do forget password and reset that password. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Once you do create account, you need to do one more step. That is something I think it is done already. Now you will be able to see GitHub. This thing it is still doing. That is fine. But once it is done, you will be able to get the inline suggestions.
So I should wait for now?
Yep, you
Like
need
it
to
is.
wait
Okay,
once
fine.
it is done. Ideally,
Mm-hmm.
this is not, we usually get one screen called as approve, that's it. For
Uh-huh.
you, I'm not sure whether you might have done previously or something.
No, I
Um,
didn't do anything as such.
Fine, no worries. That's fine, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, then I will wait.
Perfect. If it is not happening, no problem.
Yeah,
At the end of the session, you can share it again, okay?
sure. Thanks.
Yep. I'm sharing my screen again, guys. So we were discussing about the different variables which JavaScript is supporting. So right now, you can see that we have used where, okay? So now what we will do is, I told you that we have let also. Okay, so let m1 is equal to 200. So if you notice that, if you hover your mouse, same thing, okay? Console.log m1, okay? Next is const m2 is equal to 400, console.log m2. So now the thing is, guys, it's on you what you need to declare, right? I mean, if you want to declare string, you need to make sure that you are adding those in double quotes. Okay. If you want to add boolean as in like true or false, okay, you need to just say true or false, simple. Okay. If you want to say, let's say, numbers, you need to declare that number without any double quotes or something. Okay. But obviously, each of this variable, each of this data type has got some logic. Okay. So let me go step by step again. So let us discuss where. Okay. So where we call it as like, we'll start one by one. So in where we call it as the first point is it can be reassigned. Okay. It can be reassigned. I'll explain you each of this point, guys. It can be reassigned. Okay. It can be redeclare. I'll explain you what is redeclare also. Okay. Next point is it can be like, basically it is function scope, guys. Okay. So what is function scope? We will discuss that. And let us discuss this pointer first and then we'll move to this. Okay. So over here, I'm covering one more this thing, small topic, which is called as multi-line comment, guys. Okay. So if you want to do multi-line comment, just press uh, forward slash asterisk. And at the end, you just need to say asterisk and this slash again. Okay. This is called multi-line comment, guys. And what you saw is like double slash. This is called single line comment. Okay. Guys, anybody has any confusion, please stop me at stop me. So let first name is equal to John. Okay. So console.log first name. So you have declared the variable, guys, right? You have declared the variable and you have displayed that in the console area. Now it can be reassigned means what? I can update first name with DAW. Okay, so the first name got updated, guys. Now again, I'm saying console.log first name. Okay, so next step is it can be redeclared. If I say let first name is equal to Smith, that is fine, guys, because where is allowing it. Okay, but if you, sorry, my bad, everywhere I am doing a mistake. We are discussing where, guys, so it should be where. Okay, so where first name is equal to Smith. So that is the property of where data type, guys, where keyword, where it is allowing us to redeclare and reassign, guys. Anybody has any confusion, doubt? Yes? Perfect? Fine. Let me rerun so that, let me run it so that everyone are clear.
I'm sorry,
Console.log.
may I ask
Go ahead, please.
why you didn't put also var as a variable for dollar for dollar
Why I have not put what?
variable?
Yep, that's
In
what. This is the first declaration with John.
yes,
I
right.
am reassigning that variable, like John will replace with DAW.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So this logic is called as, basically you are reassigning the variable which you have declared.
Right. So you don't need to I don't need to write again the variable and then you write variable for Smith.
Yep. If you write also, then also it is fine. If you don't write, that will come under reassign. This will come under reassign.
And your
This will come under redeclare. Okay. So
uh-huh.
redeclare can be anything, guys. It is not that, hey, I am declaring some string. No, you can have numeric value also. Okay. So in
But
redeclare,
reassigned means that only the name could be reassigned. Yeah, I can redeclare. I can reassign the number, right?
right.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. So I'll run this, guys. So yesterday we discussed about how to run this, right? I hope everyone remember this. So you just need to write node and you will see whatever after this line, right? We'll be able to see the respective answer. So John, DOE DO, and after that I have updated the variable to 200. And this is coming through the above section which we have written, sample program. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Now let us discuss about
Vikas, can you
let.
show me a bit about the commands you have given, like 20, 200, from where it is coming?
Yep, this is coming through 200, 400, through, because everywhere I have written console.log, right?
Uh-huh.
So console.log will display in the output. That's it. Right?
So
So
it will
guys,
execute the whole script, whatever is there in
yes,
the.
it will run a whole script. If you don't want to run this, you need to comment out. That's it. That's the only option.
Okay.
Okay. Now, very important, guys. If you notice, right, there are a lot of like you can have a string variable, you can have numbers, you can have boolean, you can have decimal, you can have, let's say, variable, but you are not assigning it. That's also fine. Okay. So please remember that, hey, you can have anything, like I can write over here first name again. If you want, you can write roll number. Okay. And you can assign like decimal values also. Okay. So when you hover your mouse, you will see it's number only. Okay. So here we don't have independent data types such as, I would say, float, decimal. You might have seen in Java or somewhere you might have studied, right? We have only three, that is let, var, and const. That's it. Okay. Now jumping to let. Let is again keyword. Okay. So same process. So here, if you notice, for let, we need to remember few things. That is something called as, it can be reassigned. Okay. It cannot be redeclared, guys. It cannot be redeclared. Okay. And it is block scope. Okay. one point we forgot in the above section, that is, it is function scope, guys. Okay, I'll talk about this. First, let me cover let also. Then we will talk about what is function and what is block. Okay, perfect. And the last one, let me cover that also, so that example we will cover at one go. Const by the name itself, you understand, right? Once you have declared it, you cannot do anything to that variable. You cannot redeclare. You cannot. It is block scope. Okay. This is small, like some theoretical, you can say, pointers which you need to just. I mean, it's fine if you don't by heart. Just remember that once you declare something, you cannot reassign, redeclare. So those pointers you need to make sure you are clear about these three keywords. Okay. Now let me jump on to function scope. Okay. So here I'm covering one more small discussion with respect to function, guys. So in JavaScript, you can create a function using a keyword called as function. Okay. First of all, I need to know if anybody is aware about what is function. Anybody? You can unmute and speak up. What is function?
A block of code to do some tasks.
Yep, perfect. Anybody else?
It's like equation, maybe.
So right now, whenever we write our code, guys, you will see that everything is scattered. Like this code is lying over here. This code is lying over here. This code is lying over here, right? What function will do is you just need to remember the function name. Okay. And whatever is the purpose of that function, correct? That code will be present inside that function. Okay. We'll take some real-time example. So your job is to, let's say, add two number. Okay. So what you are doing, you are saying that, hey, I want to add two number. Perfect. So what you have done is you have given the name of the function as add two number. You can give anything, guys. Okay. It's not that I'm giving this way, then you need to give same way. You can write anything. Okay. It's totally on you. But right now, what I'm following is camel case. What is camel case? Camel case is nothing but the first letter of every word needs to be capital. Okay. So A is small. After that, whatever like I'm writing, it is capital, guys. Okay. So there are multiple ways to declare function, guys. Don't get into this thing. We will discuss those in detail. Right now, I'm showing you the very basic one where you are saying function add to number, and there is one open curly bracket which got open. And here we will write the code which will add to number. Is it clear, everyone? Function is a keyword in JavaScript. Add to number is something which you need to give, like the name of the function. This is mandatory opening and closing parenthesis, like which is mandatory. That time, like this, if this is present, then only JavaScript coder will come to know that this is a function. If two round brackets are present, and then this is open and close curly bracket, guys. Okay. So in coding language, a pair of curly bracket is always called a block. A pair of curly bracket is always called what, guys? Is called block. Please understand. Okay. So right now there is two things. Okay. If you notice over here, I have written it is function scope. And in the below section for let, it is written as block scope. Correct. So now I'm talking about function scope. Okay. So it is function scope means what? It is function scope means if you declare like where a is equal to 10, where b is equal to 20, where c is equal to a plus b, which is nothing but addition of two number, console.log, you need to display c. Okay. Anybody has any confusion on this 4 line? Very simple. I have written like 3 variables and then I have displayed like console.log C. Now, what does this line mean? This line means that it is function scope. If you try to write over here console.log, and if you say A over here, okay, it will not allow. Everyone understood this? Why it will not allow? Because line number 35 is present inside a function and line number 41 is something which is present outside the function. So that's what it is called as the function scope. So guys, please understand, whatever variable you will declare with var data type, like var keyword, it is accessible within the function. That's it. Is it clear, everyone?
So
If you
within
hover
the
your mouse,
function,
Mhm.
can we redeclare?
Within the function, you will be able to do redeclare also. It will have the latest value.
Okay.
So if you are saying that, hey, I need to do var b is equal to 40, let's say 30, that is allowed, not a problem. But now when you do console.log over here for b, right, it will take obviously 30, simple. But you will not be able to uh, write this statement outside the function. So everybody are clear what is function scope? I'll repeat the syntax, guys. Function, name of the function, open close curly bracket. Write the logic, whatever logic you want to do. Okay. Guys, there are multiple ways to write. Okay. Don't get like I have written in this way. Somebody will say that, hey, why you have not declared where a comma b comma c. That is also possible, guys. Okay. You can do that also. Like you declare all the variable at one go and then you play around with those variables. So there are multiple ways to write the same programs, which we will discuss. Okay. So now we have declared 3 lines we have introduced, and then we have added 2 numbers and just printed out. And then we have redeclare basically, right? Where can we redeclare, reassign? So we have redeclare and we have written console.log. The logic over here is we will not be able to use this outside the function. That's the only logic which I want to convey. Perfect. Now guys, I'll come to let. Now let us do some activity over decimal numbers. Okay. Decimal 1 is equal to 10.5. Sorry, 10.5. I hope decimal number means like you can declare this. So first is it can be reassigned, right? So reassign means decimal 1. I'm updating what? 10.99. So this concept is called reassign. Okay. Then I'm saying console.log decimal 1. Right. So reassign, I hope it is clear. Now, if you say that, hey, please do let decimal 1 is equal to 29 point something, right? See, right, what is the beauty of JavaScript? It will not show error right now. Okay, if you notice, it is not showing error right now. Fine. But when you will be running this program, okay, it will say that, hey, what you are doing, you are trying to write let keyword over here, and then you are doing let again. Okay, so let me show you that also. Let me save this right away and run this program. So you guys can see that, hey, you have already been declared why you are writing it again. So this error came via let keyword, guys. I'm repeating, this error came via let keyword. So that's what the let keyword is saying that, hey guys, you will not be able to do what? Redeclare. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. So that's the reason I changed the variable name, guys. Now the last one is, it is block scope. What do you mean by block scope, guys? A pair of curly bracket is called as block scope. That's what I told, right? So when you say let decimal 3 is equal to 29 point, not 29, let's say 39.44. And console.log. Okay. Now, since I told you that it is block scope, you cannot write what? Console.log decimal 3. Is it clear, everyone? What is the difference between block scope and function scope? Anyone has any sort of questions?
But I understood from previous example that block scope can be used only with the function. And here we are not defining any function, right? Just console.log in the brackets.
See, what I told is a pair of curly bracket is called block. Simple.
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever let value will be present inside a block. Okay. This value you cannot use outside the block. That's the only logic for let keyword. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you write over here one more time, let's say let decimal 3, it will not throw an error. Okay. If you write over here let decimal 3. Okay. So let me save this. Now see, this decimal 3 is different. This decimal 3 is different. Understand this.
So while executing the script, we'll get 2.3 values, one within the
Okay.
scope, the brackets, and then
Outside the function. Outside the block, sorry. I'm writing some messages so that you can understand. This is outside block, okay? And I'm writing some message over here also so that it is clear.
And one stupid question, please.
Okay.
If you write the console.log, it means that you just put to the, may I say, like in memory. Therefore, you always write
No, I'm just
console.log.
writing so that you can understand like what is the next line actually. So that here you can see that after this, whatever we have written, this logic is purely for where keyword. Okay. Now I'm writing this so that you can understand whatever you will see after this line, all the logic is for let keyword. Okay. And the last one is for constant, which I need to write over here, const keyword. Just for our reference, we will not write in real program, guys. Clear? Very important, const. It is one-time activity. You will declare it, assign it, that's it. Forget it. You cannot do anything. Okay? You cannot reassign, you cannot redeclare. That's the beauty of const. Okay?
One question. Can you use let within a function or that would not work?
Can we use let? Yes, we can use let as well in function, but it will come under block scope again. So over
Okay,
here,
but
if you are saying that, hey, let's use let, that is absolutely allowed. That's not the case that it is not allowed. Okay. But
is
whatever property we have for block scope, same will be getting applied to the variable with which we are declaring.
okay, so there's no variable which can be declared within a function and redeclared outside.
Redeclare, no.
No,
You
okay.
need to again use the data type and provide the name. You can have the same name, that's not an issue, but there will be two copy which will be created, one within the block, one outside the block in memory. Okay, perfect.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So, which means in a function we can have more than one block, and if we declare a variable in one block, then that can be used in another block. Is it correct? Or
Yep. So let's say this is a function. Okay. Now you are saying that, hey, we have this block, correct? Now, if you want to have one more block, that is absolutely fine, guys. Okay. But this is something which will be obviously a function. Then inside that you are having a block. Now, whatever properties applicable for block with respect to let keyword will be getting applied, guys. And whatever property which is with respect to where for function scope will be getting applied to the variable which we will be declaring inside this block. That is something we call it as nested function, guys. A function inside a function, we can have that logic also, which we will discuss in coming days. Okay. Perfect. A1 is equal to 939, which will throw an error for sure because that is not allowed. Okay. Let me save this and run the program. There will be some error, guys. So in JavaScript, you don't get the error over the UI, guys. Okay. But whereas those who have worked on Java or something, right away you get a red color symbol beside the line, guys. Okay, whether it is allowed or not allowed. So here the error will be in the console area. So you need to fix those error, then come again and run it again. Okay, so we got error for the variable, constant variable. You are not supposed to do this. Okay. So let me make it A2 const, save it, run the program. So here I'll maximize the terminal so that you guys can have the clarity. This is the variables which were present for where keyword. These are the variables which are for the let keyword, and this is for the const keyword, guys. Any questions, doubt, queries, guys?
But for the const, you didn't put that in the block, right? Can you come a bit down?
Which one? For
yeah.
let keyword?
For the const.
Yeah, const I can put in the block, but you cannot access outside the block. That's the also case for const keyword.
Okay.
Okay. So if you open a pair of curly bracket and write over here const A3 is equal to 1000, and if you try to write this line outside this block and save this, and so you can see that we got the error A3 is not defined. Why? Because it is again block scope. Is it clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, we have discussed about the three major data types, like not data types, keyword, functions, where, let, and const. And I hope everyone has got the clarity what is function scope and what is block scope. Very, very important. Okay. And everyone has got the understanding on we don't need to kind of let's say rely on something. If we can declare boolean or we can declare decimal value, guys, we don't need to depend on anything actually. Okay, you can straight away say that variable and you can write it down. And somebody will have the confusion that, hey, can we use this an is equal to 300? So guys, this is fine, but this thing is missing, right? I mean, the data type is missing. This word will not throw any error, but somehow if you need to kind of use in your logs or something, right? That time it will throw an error. This line is not creating any issue, okay, in JS. But when you see over here, AN is something which is kind of created as 300, right? So by default, it will pick any of the data type. Like if you declare this true also, then also it is fine. Now, the property which is being applied to this variable is actually global level. Right here, you can declare this at any point of time. And you can kind of use the curly bracket, use the function logic. That's absolutely fine, guys. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, I have a question here.
Go ahead.
Which kind of var is that? Is it a let or var or constant?
You're talking about AN?
Yes.
Okay, so AN we have not declared anything, right? I mean,
Yes.
we have not written any word
We have
beside
not.
it, right?
Yes.
So here what exactly is, right, it is taking as a Boolean, okay? Now, if you're asking that, hey, whether it is, this is not the standard practice actually, okay?
Okay.
We need to mandatory use, I mean, that's how it is. If we are not assigning anything without let, without where or const, it is kind of a global variable, okay?
Okay.
But the best practice is that, hey, please try to declare with let, const, or
Var
let.
in real time. Are you?
Yep. It is
Thank you.
not the standard practice which we will follow, but yeah,
You
JS
suggest
will not
not to
throw
use
any
it.
error. Yeah, JavaScript will not throw any error. So AN is neither, I would say, let, neither where, neither constant. Okay, so when you will try to get the data type of this, it may throw an exception with respect to reference error, saying that, hey, AN is not defined. Okay, like type of, let me show that also if it is possible. Console.log value. You guys can see this type of. Okay, so type of is one of the standard function in JS. So type of will help me to understand what is the data type of that variable, guys. Okay. So here, if you notice, it is kind of considering as a Boolean. So we don't need to kind of, let's say, remember all these functions, guys. As and when required, we will be kind of using it in our code. Everyone has got the clarity on all three keywords. Anybody has any confusion, doubt, you can let me know. Okay, let's go to JavaScript basic. Let us create one more file, tc02 function demo. I told you that we have multiple ways to write what? Function, guys. Okay. So those who have integrated your VS Code with Copilot, okay, you might see one icon over here, that is chat icon. Okay, which will obviously have some free session which you can play around, right? Free session as in you can ask the question that, hey, I want to understand this. You will get the response, guys. But up to some limited, like some tokens or something like that. Okay. Now over here, let's say I want to understand the different ways to create the function. So I will write over here one prompt, ways to create function in JavaScript. Okay. So it will take some time, guys. Okay. It will take some time to understand the words which I have written. And as soon as I will start writing the respective function, okay, it will give me the auto suggestion, guys. Okay. So right now the first function, it is saying that, hey, I want to add two numbers. One thing we missed actually, guys. In the previous example, I know that we have written this, but we have not executed, guys. You remember, right? We have written this, but we have not executed this line, right? I mean, we didn't got any output as 30. Anybody? What to do for that?
We need to call the function.
We need to call the function. So what would be the syntax?
I don't know the syntax.
Syntax is
Syntax should
simple,
be
guys.
the
This is
function
function declaration, right?
demo.js, right?
This is
TC2.
function declaration. So how to call?
Is just writing add to number.
Perfect. You just need to copy this and write it down somewhere. That's it. This is called as function call. Okay. So the above thing is called as function declaration, and the one line number 40 is called as function call. Clear? Now you will see 32 times. Okay, let me run this. So 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Yes, you can see, guys, 30, 32 times. So this, when you press control from your keyboard and hover your mouse on this, it will go to the function where it has been declared, guys. Okay. Now moving on here.
Sorry, I don't understand why 30 came twice.
Because we have written twice. Line number 35, it is displaying value C.
Ah, okay. Got it.
Line number 37, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Moving on, guys. Over here, we were talking about different ways to create a function, guys. Okay. So the functions which you see just now on my screen, it is something which is called as parameterized function, or you can consider like a parameter which has been passed to the function, guys. Okay. So here, what exactly, try to understand, guys, in other programming language, we need to provide the data type of A and B. But right now, if you notice in JS, in JavaScript, you don't need to provide the data type over here. What I told, as soon as you declare anything, automatically data type will be kind of getting fetch. Okay, just an example. So to call this function, you will write add, and if you write true comma false, which is wrong, right? Which is not correct.
Yes,
You have declared A and B, and now you are passing true to whom? A, and you are passing false to whom? B, and you are saying over here, hey, see, please add true plus false. Try to understand the logic, guys. Function, the name of the function, the parameter which has been passed. The parameter has no data type as of now. And in that function, we are adding two numbers, that is A plus B, whatever has been declared over here. Simple. And then we are calling that function with the two variables like true and false, right? Now, let me run this so that you understand the logic exactly. Node, Control V, enter. So if you notice, guys, can anybody tell me what happened in the background? Try to understand the logic.
1 is
Yep.
assigned to trues, 0 is assigned to false, and then they are added up and showing 1 as an output.
Perfect. So true and false have been kind of converted in binary format, that is 1 and 0, guys. Okay, 1 and 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. That's the reason C has been, like, the answer of C is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Now over here, if I say, let's say 12 plus false, okay, just an example. So 12 will be assigned to whom, guys? A. False, which has B. Now again, try to understand. Here, false is again considered as Boolean value. Okay, unless and until you don't pass in like double quotes, right? It will not be considered as string, guys. As soon as you pass in string, like in double quotes or something, you can see that now what it has done is it has concatenated, guys. Okay, 12 is a numeric value and it has concatenated with false, guys. Everyone are on same page, guys? Anybody has any confusion? Highlight it, guys. It will concatenate now true and false both. Okay, so this is called as parameter function. And in this parameter, you can pass 100 parameter, 1000 parameter that depend on your need. There is no such restriction. And if you pass, let's say 2 parameter and over here you are passing only 1 parameter, right? If you, in this case, if you notice over here, we have like 2 parameter and second parameter we have not defined. So you can see that we got true plus undefined, which is true undefined. Is it clear? Okay, one more scenario. If you pass over here true, comma, false, comma, hello. So total how many variables, sorry, how many parameters you have passed? 3. Save this. My bad, spelling is wrong. So third parameter is ignored, guys. Everyone are clear, guys? Any questions, any doubt?
One question here. In this function, this is the blocked one, right? Console.log C. But then add you have gave outside the block.
Please understand, add is the name of the function.
Okay.
Add is what? Add is the name of the function. You can change this, guys. Getting my point? This you can keep anything, guys. This is on you. So whatever purple color like keywords, this naming you can see, right? This is something, it's on you. Okay. And this is called as block. That's correct.
Here, like whatever the function I have to execute will be inside the block.
Perfect.
Yeah, the values for that function to execute can be outside the block.
We are passing via parameter.
Okay.
Okay. So it can be anything, guys. Function, area of anything, guys. Okay. So you know that area of square will require what? Side. That's it. Otherwise, everything is fine. But now it's on us. You call this n number of time, guys. Area of square, 10. Area of square, you can call this n number of time. Area of square, 30. Each time, the control from here will go to the function, it will execute, it will display. Next, control will go here, execute, next step. Control will go here, execute, next step. So if you call this 10 times, 10 times this function will be getting called, guys. Perfect. So 100, 400, 900. See, whatever right now I'm showing is function with parameter. Okay, now next. Function. I'll show you one more thing which is called as arrow function, basically. Like we need to we can declare using arrow also. Okay. So over here you just need to say const area of rectangle. Okay. Now I'm writing straight away equal to, and this require L comma B. Okay. Then you need to give this arrow, guys. This arrow is very important. And after that, you write your code. Okay. So when I say write your code, you just need to say L into B console.log area. Now again, guys, this is doing the same thing. The only thing is the look of this function has been updated. Now over here, you will call via same logic what we used to do, right? But the syntax or the structure little bit modified, guys. Const is mandatory over here. because we are using arrow. So this is called as callback function basically. In JavaScript, we call this like equal to arrow. We call it as callback function. It is accepting two parameters, L comma B. This equal to is mandatory. Everything is mandatory. You cannot say that, hey, remove this. No, that will not work. So you need to write mandatory const keyword or anything. You can write let also, where also. That is also fine. Okay. Clear? So there are multiple ways to declare the function, guys. Okay. We will discuss each of them like multiple. So you should not get confused that, hey, this is something not clear or something. But yeah, you can have nested function and everything. So which we will discuss in detail. And in tomorrow's discussion, guys, we'll continue our discussion on function only. Okay. Because we need to cover a lot of small programs such as palindrome, such as finding the length of the string, finding the reverse of a string, finding the characters such as vowels in the string, right? So we will discuss about those in details, guys, in the tomorrow's discussion, which will be continuous on which will be a continuation of today's session only. Okay. A quick recap, guys. We started with where, let, and const. I hope everyone are clear. Then we spoke about the function, how we are declaring function, what are the parameter being passed in the function, how to call it, and what is the syntax or structure to kind of create a function. Okay. So we discuss about normal generalized function, how it is being declared, and second one is obviously the arrow function. A quick note, guys, everyone. I know that I'm writing this code or let's say program. There will be a lot of programs which we will be going to discuss. In coming weeks, this is going to be kind of getting pushed on the GitHub repo, which we will discuss. I will have one dedicated session on GitHub actually, where you will be able to understand how people are kind of obviously updating their respective repos and how those repos are being shared across the team, guys. Okay. That will be like most probably next Monday or something. Okay, where once my sample code are like some of the around 10 to 15 programs are ready. After that only I'll push my changes to the repo where you can refer this later on and you can perform your practice as well. And from Monday onwards, I might start giving you the small activity assignments as well with respect to the small, like I know like some of you might feel that this topic I already know or something, but it's better to kind of start from scratch and slowly gradually we'll move toward the Playwright UI test cases as well on daily basis. Any questions, any doubt?
Because could you
Right,
explain it arrow function declaration once again?
Yeah. You didn't understood arrow function?
Yeah, arrow function. I missed due to network.
Okay. So in arrow function, see, you're writing the function name, okay, and then you are giving an assignment operator actually. Otherwise, this arrow is nothing but it's a symbol of curly bracket actually. Whatever we used to do curly bracket over here, right? Instead of that, this is something playing the role of that.
Okay.
And these are the parameter which we use to pass. If you don't want to pass parameter, that's also fine. Not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
We will discuss more in detail about this. Don't worry. In tomorrow's discussion. Any questions? Perfect. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. We'll meet tomorrow at same time, guys. I'm not giving assignment as of now, but yeah, most probably coming Monday or something, I'll start giving the assignment as well. So you need to kind of do it and perform, upload it over the Google Drive or something where I'll share the location, guys, later on. Okay, perfect. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. We'll meet tomorrow.
Thank you, Vikas.
Thank you.